Hi everybody, Kat here. So today we're going to be talking about something that I've never actually tried, and it's dry brushing. So if you're interested and want to know the benefits of dry brushing, stay tuned. So let me start off with this. I was actually contacted by a representative from Minamul, and they asked me if I would be willing to do a review on their luxurious dry brush set. Now, I had never dry brushed before, and they were willing to give me a discount if I bought them. So I actually bought them on Amazon, and I did get a discount. But of course, this is my honest review, and I have never dry brushed before, ever. So I didn't know anything about it. I did a little bit of research, and I've actually been doing it now for a couple of weeks. So let me go ahead and walk you through all the things that I actually got so you can see what was inside the box. So this is what the box looked like when I got it in from Minamul. It was a very sturdy box, housed everything very well. This is your instructions that you get. It talks about where you should dry brush and how you should dry brush, always making sure that you work up towards the heart. And then of course, information for dry brushing your face if you're going to be doing that, and your neck. This piece here to me is going to be a piece that I would use more for my back, hard to reach places. And of course you've got your cognac sponge, you've got your brushes here. They are very firm but not too hard. You've got your slot in the back of your brush to put your handle in for those hard to reach places that you need to get to. And then of course you've got your face brush. This is a smaller brush and it is made for your face. Now that's everything that I got in the box. So let's look at it a little differently. So I just subdivided all of this into block pictures so you could see it a little bit more closely. Now again, the brushes are firm but not so firm that I think it would hurt or damage your skin. You've got your cognac sponge. I love those sponges. They are awesome. And then of course over to the right, the one for my back. I'm excited to use that one as well. This sponge to me is such an interesting sponge because it is hard as a brick right now, as you can see. But as soon as you add water to it, it becomes probably the most softest sponge you will ever use in your lifetime. So I probably won't cover all the benefits there are to dry brushing, but let me tell you a few. So the first one is your lymphatic system. So what is your lymphatic system? So your lymphatic system is the way that your body gets rid of cellular waste. And when you dry brush, you actually stimulate right up underneath the skin to help get rid of that toxin. So I think that's pretty exciting, and that's a positive right there. So number two, let's talk about your circulation. Did you know that you actually improve your circulation throughout your body if you dry brush? So improving your circulation is also another great benefit. Let's talk exfoliation, because I think everybody would agree we need to exfoliate our skin because our skin gets dry and it gets kind of flaky. And you know, actually dry brushing is a great way to get rid of all of those dead skin cells and exfoliate, keeping your skin really smooth and soft. So let's talk about cellulite. I know all of you love your cellulite. Yeah, I have a ton of it and I hate it. There is no easy way to get rid of cellulite, but with dry brushing, you can actually help reduce the site of cellulite. Again, you're working with your skin, and by doing this dry brushing and this repeated movement, you're helping move things around and getting rid of those toxins right up underneath the skin. So you can actually reduce the amount of cellulite that's visible to the eye. Now, whether or not you can get rid of all of it or you know, it all goes away, I don't know that it will do that, but I think it does certainly help with the visual appearance of cellulite, because I've actually seen it a little bit just in the couple of weeks that I've done it. So I was really excited about that. So the next thing is, it's kind of invigorating. Think about this. I mean, when I was dry brushing and I was doing it, it just felt good. I mean, it did. It just felt good, and it was kind of almost like a stress relief, if you will. So there were certain parts of my body that I concentrated more on others, because I really do have dry skin throughout the winter, And I just felt like the more I dry brushed, the better my skin actually felt. And I did notice over the 3 weeks that I did have a reduction in the look of cellulite in certain areas. And then another thing that I found out that I really liked was that my skin became super soft. And then all of that like alligator skin that I normally have during the winter and use like 500 tons of lotion, I didn't use as much lotion. It was almost like, since my skin was exfoliated and because it felt softer, that it actually felt better. So I used less lotion. My skin looked better. It was softer. So I really liked it. And again, I mean, it was kind of like this little bit of a stress relief thing. And so I enjoyed it. I don't know if it will become a habit, but I do think this is something that I will definitely continue because I just enjoyed it and I felt like it was good for my body, and I think my body actually responded very well to the dry brushing. So another thing that I read that I thought was really pretty interesting is this. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. It's just an article that I read, but I thought it was pretty interesting. They said that dry brushing might even be beneficial to your kidneys and also to your digestive tract, just because when you dry brush, you continuously get rid of the toxins in your body. So they say that it actually helps with that. So there's a couple different articles on the internet. If you want to know more, I would certainly research it. I'm not saying that it does do that. I'm just saying that was an article that I read and I found it pretty interesting. So out of everything that I got, which one did I use the most and which one was my favorite? Well, I can tell you that cognac sponge, the very soft sponge that I showed you, I love that. That was like fantastic. I don't even have it anymore because it shrunk down to about this big. I used it like every single day and I love the way it felt, on my skin. But then the second thing was this one. I used this one a lot. It was really easy to use. Of course, you had the handle for hard to reach places like your back. But I will be honest and say for my back, I tended to use this one a lot more. This one for me was a lot easier to use than the brush. And it's probably just because I'm not as limber anymore. I'm old, so I just like that one a lot better. But I did use all of the pieces, and I will say that for someone who has never dry brushed before and actually tried the dry brushing, I actually really liked it. So for me, it's a recommendation. For you, if you've never tried it before, give it a shot. And again, go onto Amazon and you can look up Minamul, and they have different types that you can buy. So you can get the luxurious dry brush set, or if you don't want to go full exposure and get all of those, you can actually get a smaller set. But for me, and it's not because I got a discount or anything like that, I actually try everything that I do. And I don't do it for like a day, I do it for weeks, and I really test everything to make sure that I can give you my honest review, because I'm not being sponsored or paid to do this. This is just me telling you what I think about the product. So yeah, dry brushing. Who would have thought that I would have actually liked it? So again, I'm going to put all the information down below for you, and if you're interested in the product, please check out Amazon and check out Minamul for more information. So out of the box, there was probably only one thing I didn't use a whole lot of, and it was this little brush here. This is actually their facial brush, and for me, I have super sensitive skin, and I also have rosacea, and because of that, I was a little bit nervous to do it. Now, I did do it twice, but I didn't want to risk it, so I only did it twice. It didn't seem to hurt anything, but then again, when you're kind of nervous about it and you're reading the reviews, you're not exactly, sure if you should or if you shouldn't. So again, they do have this, and I think that there's other places that you can use this for, like on your neck and things like that, where the other brush may be a little bit too big, and that's what I actually did. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't use this a lot on my face just because of my sensitive skin. So that's going to wrap it up for my experience with dry brushing, and also to my review of the Minamul dry brushes. They worked really, really well, and I am going to continue dry brushing like I said. But again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.